Coach Jermaine Farrell here with the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. It's Media Days, and joining now, we're talking to the crew from Newcastle. It's the Craig County Rockets looking to take off this year. Joined right now in his fourth year as head coach, Jimmy Fisher.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
Great initial.
That's right, it is.
Aren't those great initials?
They're the best.
JF, Jermaine Farrell, Jimmy Fisher, all flows with coach.
Yeah, you know it's all going to be smart and good looking and bald.
On your side, yes. On my side, maybe not so much. But overall, Coach, when you look at your season last year, you went 2-8, but you did get off to a 2-1 start, but then things at the end, but just overall that, and then looking ahead to the season.
It was a learning experience, and we were super young last year. There at the end of the year, we had like 3 varsity players, 11th, 12th graders, and everybody else was 10th grade and under. So, we have 10 starters back on defense and 11 on offense. We've probably had the best off season in program history. We're bigger and we're faster and we're stronger, and everybody's back, so we got to be better, right?
That's true.
So we hope.
There's nowhere to go but up, as they say.
Nowhere to go but up.
Well, Coach, obviously, you're in your 4th year now. It seems like things have been more established from the 1st, 2nd, to 3rd year. How big is it now for the team to understand what you expect, and what are the expectations for you at that program?
We've got some great senior leadership, and we've had, like I said, great turnout in the weight room. I mean, we're getting 30-some kids, and normally Craig doesn't have but 16 or 17 kids, and we're doubling that in the weight room. I just think that, we're turning the corner a little bit. We have a really great freshman class. It's a big class, and there's a couple quarterbacks in there and some receivers and plenty of linemen and some backs. So I think this year we're going to be better than last year. Than the next 2 or 3 years, we're going to be really solid.
So overall, when you look at your team, how many starters you got back on offense and defense, and who are the guys we should have our eyes on this year?
Well, the 2 guys I brought last year, I brought them back again today, Josh and Jaycob. They're both seniors. Josh was very dynamic early on, and then he hurt his shoulder. So it kind of, we tried not to run him as much. And he's our middle linebacker also, so the shoulder's going to take some beating, but he didn't miss much time. He might miss a play or 2, and he would suck it up and go back in. And Jaycob, he had a little bit of a shoulder twinge this year in baseball, so he really didn't get to pitch a whole lot, but it's helped his football throwing mechanics. He's been spinning it really good during some 7-on-7 stuff. So those 2, obviously. Carter Calfee, he was all district 2 ways for us last year. He's back. He's got 2 more years, and he's just gotten shredded in the weight room. I mean, everybody stares at him when he takes his shirt off somewhere. Or at track meets, they're like, man, that kid's ripped. And so those guys, Tristan Dooley's worked hard, Carter Price, Noah Paxton, got a new kid, Big Joe. He's got some long hair and he's 300 pounds, so the kids say we got Jesus blocking for us. So his nickname's Big Jesus, so we got Big Jesus.
Can I say amen?
Amen.
There you
go.
And honestly, it just seems like, again, there's excitement now with the program. And there's energy that, where does that inner fun, spirit, energy come from? Because like I said, there was some lean years of Craig County, but now, I mean, looking at 2-win season, I mean, there's joy there, but I know that there's bigger days ahead.
It might be joy
County.
For a lot of people. There's not much joy for me in a 2-win season.
Right.
I mean, we're grateful for those 2, but we don't work so hard just to win 2 football games. So, I think we have a chance to go on, a decent little run for Craig County where, we're 500 or better for 3 or 4 years in a row, and hope to make the playoff a couple times. We've gotten a weight room. We have a really nice weight room. The kids have really started working hard in there. We had a new field. Everything's new in the program, so the kids are excited about it.
Now, when you look at like an off-season program, and this is the biggest thing. I mean, remember when I was doing my thing on the high school field, the high school coaches weren't around. I mean, you basically did everything on your own, the honor system, but now coaches can interact with the players. It's almost a year-round program. Just how big is it to have that now?
It's huge, and like I say, I'm fortunate to have 4 guys in the building last year and 5 coaches in the building this year. I've got the guy I'm grooming to take my spot because I'd said 2 to 4. This is 4. I'm probably going to do 5 because I want to done all this work and went through the lean years. I want to eat a little bit, and then I'll let him have it. Coach Dowdy does a great job. Kids love Coach Dowdy. I kind of turn him loose. He does the defense. He's my recruiting coordinator guy. He does all that interaction. He and some other coaches do the weightlifting, and we lift in the mornings before school. And the kids, we started immediately after the season was over. We didn't take any time off. We went straight to the weight room. And
So-
it's been huge for us.
I was going to cut you off. My apologies. How dare I cut off Coach Fisher?
That's right.
You should
Don't-
never do that.
Don't
in
cut off a
TV.
JF.
That's right. You cut off one, but not the other. So,
That's right.
so Coach, at the end of the day, what's it going to take for the Craig County Rockets to have the season they expect?
Just stay injury free, and the kids to we're coaching up to be fast and physical. That's football, fast and physical. If you're thinking, you're slow. So we need to know our assignments, and do some homework at home. And like I said, we've worked hard, so I think we're going to be okay as long as we stay injury free.
And then for you personally, what's it like to see this program just grow? Because like I said, you've put a lot of time in it over the last 4 years. You're talking about, you looked at it as a 4 or 5 year plan for you, a transition to someone else. But for you personally, it seems like it's got to be good to leave it better than what you found it.
Well, that's with anything, I think, in life. You always want to leave everything better. But I'm a Craig County boy. I was born and raised there. I played there. We were successful the years I was in high school there. I coached there before, and we had things going pretty good when I left. And just take some consistency in coaching and a buy-in from the administration. And Craig should be like every other program. They should be, higher up and doing better than what we do most of the years. But so many times in the past, we've maybe hired a body instead of a coach. And in football, it might work in some of the other sports, but in football, you better have a coach, or you're going to take it on the chin. So
that's good stuff, Coach. With Coach Jimmy Fisher, with, of course, the Craig County squad. Thank you so much.
Thanks you
nice
for having
little journey
us.
from Newcastle. We appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
And, of course, the Craig County squad getting ready for the 2024 season, just like we are with the Hardees. Friday Night Blitz Media Days.
Josh Kraft,
Cool. Spell it out for me.
JOSHCRAFT,
All right. What school do you go to?
Craig County,
All right. What year in school are you?
senior.
And what's your position?
Played running back, linebacker.
Yes, sir. All right. Let me do this real quick. Okay. Cool. All right. 3, 2. Well, here we are again, man. Senior year, right?
Hmm.
How surreal is this moment, right?
Pretty crazy. What's
it kind of been like?
It's been fun so far. The off season was fun. Feels good to be the top now.
I mean, you guys got a whole bunch of guys coming back. What did you learn from last season that you can now kind of take into this year? And literally, I mean, the world's your oyster, man. You guys can do whatever you need to do to get to the next level, right?
I think we just need to play way more physical and minimize the mistakes, because I think that was a big problem last year. It was just little mistakes that add up.
So it's kind of just the small stuff, like the refinement of what you guys got to do. I mean, how do you kind of take your play to the next level?
I just try to.
You can take your time.
Can I get the question one more time?
How do you look to take your play to the next level?
Just try to minimize the mistakes. Just try to be my best.
I mean, talk a little bit about last season. You have Coach. What have you learned from Coach for having him for, a year and some change? What is that kind of like?
Like Jaycob said, he's done a lot for us on and off the field. Make sure we're good, make sure our grades are up, and helps us out if we need it.
Is it kind of the fact that he does so much off the field for you guys? How does that motivate you guys on the field?
This is, that he cares for us. It makes us want to play harder for him, make him proud.
And what does it mean when you put that Rockets jersey on, man?
Just the pride of a small town, and
And I mean, your boy was saying the fact that you guys got knew this, knew that. I mean, y'all might as well be, y'all like a college football team at this point in NIL. I mean, right. But what does it mean that the community has really backed you guys? I mean, was that surprising, or was that just kind of like normal? It seems like that's surprising for you guys.
yeah, I would say it's pretty surprising because like the whole new field thing is just crazy. It's a much safer place for us to play. And it also feels good to have a whole town behind you. Yeah.
Does that make you want to play even harder?
Oh yeah.
And just in terms of the fact that I know we always talk about everyone wants to win championship. We all know that. Everyone wants to make the playoffs. We all know that. But what are some personal goals that you have for yourself and for this team?
I would just say try to be as close as perfect as we can. but I do want to win some ball games. But at the end of the day, I mean, as long as we play good, I mean, I think it's all that matters.
You also really just want to kind of go out on top, right?
Yeah.
Is that kind of still like a weird thing that senior is going to be next to your name in like a roster book? Is that
Yeah.
is that weird? Is that kind of what your parents are also saying? Your family's saying?
Yeah.
What's it kind of feel like? You're sitting here and you're now looked at to be. I think you were looked at to be this last year an extension of coach, and to kind of help him. But now I think it's gotten to the point where like he's now looking at you to kind of help out. Is that how's that kind of been, right?
It's pretty crazy. It just doesn't feel real at all. Yeah. And just trying to, like you said, coach little kids or littler kids, try to make them learn, I guess.
Has that kind of been a little bit difficult trying to get them on the same page that you guys are on?
Yeah, a little bit. They don't really like to listen very much.
But you don't mind having to kind of knock them down and say like, no, you need to get it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, and my last question is, what are you looking to kind of bring to the table for this team from your play set, from what you would like to see?
I would just like to see our last year here just turn into something good, and for the kids below us to keep on going with it. So.
You got it. You got it.
Okay, just as a running back, like obviously you touch base on like having mistakes and stuff. Like, how do you personally see yourself trying to minimize mistakes just in the position you are on the field?
I just try to stay out of my own head, but it's pretty hard. But once you get in your own head, it's kind of just downhill from there.
What would you say the chemistry is like, especially this season, going like having as many guys back? How is it like with having those people actually there to pick you up whenever you do make a mistake? What's the brotherhood like?
I think it makes it way easier just because we've all been playing for a whole season together. So now we've kind of hopefully worked out the kinks, and now we can get to going.
And those wins and losses, you look at it, take every week by week and game by game, but specifically in those losses games that y'all saw where you didn't excel to the highest and get the dub, what was something y'all kind of learned and want to bring into the upcoming season?
I would just go back to the mistakes because that's what probably rooted a lot of them. It's just the tiny mistakes that keep adding up, and then we all get in our own heads, and then it's like I said, it's downhill from there. So.
All right.
Solid.
Good.
All right.
We're good.
Jaycob Wolfe,
All right. Spell out for me.
Jaycobwolfe,
Where do you play?
Craig County,
What's your position?
quarterback and safety,
And what year are you in school?
senior year.
We got the QB1.
I know. These are the premier guys.
I know, right?
They're the ones on the cover. All right. Well, first of all, welcome back.
Thank you.
And senior year, man, is it kind of surreal that you're here right now in senior year?
Came by quick. Felt like just yesterday I was starting freshman year.
And talk a little bit about last season. How do you look to kind of build upon last year?
Well, we're bringing back 11 on offense, 10 on defense. We were really young last year. They see how it goes now. They should be ready to play this year.
Is it kind of cool that you pretty much have an entire squad? I mean, at least a starting lineup pretty much coming back. Is that kind of wild?
Yeah, it's you don't see that very often, but I mean, we're ready to work. We've been in the weight room since end of November, early December. We're ready to compete.
And if you don't mind, I mean, coach is back at the helm again. How did that how did last year go with coach and everything like that? And what have you kind of learned after that season?
Well, we were young. It was a little struggle at first. Tried to coach up with the young kids, help them through it. And I mean, everybody's learning. So Jimmy pushed us through a lot. He gave us a lot of life lessons. He's not only helping us with football, he's helping us through life. I mean, he's given us life lessons throughout the entire season, which will help all of us in the long run.
And how has he helped motivate you personally and for you to be able to make them passes, man?
always told me to own up to my mistakes when I make them, and no excuses. So I mean, he helps me throughout the week get ready for the game, and when I'm out there, I just play my game.
You know, I asked you this before, but what does it mean to you to kind of put that Rockets jersey on? I mean, Craig County, you guys are building towards something, right?
It means a lot. We're a small town. We are finally getting a lot of players out. We've got 30 players that came to the weight room all season. I mean, Craig County's known to have 17 on the entire team, so it means a lot. Ready to win for the small town.
And what's it kind of been like seeing so many people come out? I mean, there was kind of a lull for a little bit, right? I mean, but you guys are getting that talent and you're cultivating it. And this is on your kind of terms, right? This is your squad.
Yeah.
What is that like, being the group that is building towards something?
I mean, it was surprising at first having so many people out, but Jimmy and our other coaching staff, our community has put so much money into our program, our school, to help us bring players in and get a nice weight room, nice football field. We just got a brand new Bermuda field last year. I mean, I don't even know how much money, and we got a whole brand new weight room. I mean, it's something special.
I mean, so does that make you want to go out there and really stun on some teams this season?
Yeah, it makes me want to push harder, knowing that our community is really behind us, willing to donate money for us to have what we need to be safe and to play.
And how much fun are you looking to have this season? I mean, you're one of the elder statesmen on this group. I mean, how much fun are you ready to have, and what impression do you want to leave, or legacy that you want to leave here at Craig County?
I'm ready to have a blast. I'm ready to work. I'm trying to get Craig County to win. I mean, I'm looking to win a lot this season.
I like that. And I guess just in terms of one thing that you kind of bring to the table, what is something that you bring to the table for some of these younger guys who look up to you? I mean, you're one of the senior leaders of the squad.
I try to be a role model. I try to help them through everything they need, classes. I mean, I was a freshman one time too. I know how overwhelming it was on the field coming in, not playing varsity football before. So I try to talk them up, try to help them out, let them see what they need to do, what to do to work on it. I mean, I try to be a leader by example.
Good beans. You ready to have some fun this season?
I'm ready to have fun.
Solid. I'm so sorry. Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
Okay, 2 questions. Just talk a little bit about the momentum heading into the season.
We're a young team. We're bringing back almost everybody. We're missing one person from starting offense and defense, and we've had plenty of kids come to weight room ready to work. So I think the momentum should push us through the season. I think we should have a really good season.
Always looking outside, obviously I'm not on the field with you guys, but I feel like there's always a lot of pressure as being a QB. How do you able to kind of chill and be under those lights every Friday night and just kind of stay level-headed?
It's very overwhelming, but my teammates help me if I make a bad play. They come talk me up, help tell me it's just one play. I try to not think about the past play, but to go forward. As a quarterback, you can't remember about your mistakes. You got to go forward and represent your team and push your team to their best.
You mentioned that it feels like yesterday that you were just a freshman on varsity. And thinking back, if you can think back to something that you worked hard towards your senior year now, what's something you kind of learned when you were younger and you apply now to being a quarterback now for a senior team?
I've learned a lot. I got a really good Jake Dowdy, our defensive coordinator. He's really stepped up and helped me in the quarterback space of it. And I mean, he's really pushed me through. Be calm, don't rush things, and I mean that's helped me a lot.
If you can give advice to your younger self, or even to the freshmen and the younger kids, what's something you would give to them?
Don't wish it fast. It's gonna come fast. Don't wish it past.
All right. Those are my questions.
I'm sorry.